Okay, so if I'm talking soft, I'm sorry, but I'm probably not gonna be able to get a deep dive video out this week because of my recording situation has been compromised, to say the least. So, probably not gonna be able to get a deep dive done as much as I wanted to, but I just thought I would do a quick haunted journal update. There has been some stuff going on, but I kind of want to keep that to myself right now. If you don't know this journal is for me to update you on the channel as well as things going on in my life, specifically paranormal, and just kind of reflect on what's going on. So let's get out the main things about the channel changes. I added a new series called Paranormal Parables. And it's basically where I just kind of take the time to kind of like experiment with Chat GPT and um yeah, sorry. My situation's not great right now. Chat GPT and Sora and other editing tools to kind of like showcase a spooky story basically. Where, I work with Chat GPT basically to edit the story, basically. So it's just kind of like a fun thing for me to have fun with. Um, but I'm sorry if you hear backward noises. Um, anyway, so I'm adding that, but I'm still gonna do my deep dives. I still like doing those more, I found. I just sometimes need a breather from doing those videos because they can be not heavy, but they're more thought processing, right? Like, they're more like especially the theory part, like, you have to research it, you have to make sure your sources are correct, and with paranormal stuff, that's always iffy on the internet, especially. And then, there's just a lot of things that go with it, and then my theory part, I always, have to rack my brain. I do what I call as my zoomies where I, like, run around. I don't know if other people do that where you're thinking and you have to run around to think and, like, get your brain going on that concept, and I just don't have that capability this week. So, I'm probably not gonna get out that video like I wanted to, but I did start working on it, so hopefully I can get it out early next week and then follow that with a, paranormal parables video. Following that again, sorry if you can hear background noise, my situation sucks right now. Um, Following that, um, I think I want to hang on a second. I want to make sure I don't lose hang on one second. Okay, like I was saying, so I don't think people talk about this a lot because I think people are scared of the universe once they start really interacting with it and kind of finding out more about it. So I think there's a lot of and there's a reason people are scared of it, right? And the reason people are scared of it is what I'm gonna talk about today that people don't wanna talk about. But but I'm kind of in this place in my life where I'm just like, I don't know, whatever. It's like, whatever at this point. Like, it can be really a selfish if you wanna call it an organization, I mean, that's kind of like one of the ways I can describe it. It can be very for it's our the mission is clearly working together for the greater good. But in the meantime, there's a lot of people trying to make relationships in the universe, trying to claim things that aren't them, get things that are owed for them, stumble on people, practice on people, train on people, um, learn from people, but not in an appropriate way, take advantage of people, and people don't say anything about it, right? And I understand there's a lot that I have to learn from the universe. I'm really appreciative of that, and I acknowledge that, and I think there's a lot of people that have only seen the kind of the good side and been spoiled by the universe that don't really get that part, because what I've learned from the universe is that the more they need you, the more the almost like it's not trying to say this rudely, but or trying to sound bizarre, is the right word, they basically kidnap you in a way. The way they the way they attract you, the way they get you excited, the way they introduce you to the universe is what you like, right? And some people, they'll move slowly for it, and some people, they'll move fast for it, depending how much you are needed, especially at that time. I know it sounds bizarre, but I think anyone with a spiritual own journey can maybe understand. It's kind of like one of those things, if you know, you know. And I kind of just feel like with my spiritual journey, I got a lot of like, I don't know. It feels like, have you ever heard of the song? I'm gonna look it up because I forget the name for 1 second. It's kind of like the song Perfect from Alanis Morissette, where they might have way higher expectations for some people. And then you find that some people might be playing dumb in order to skip the high expectations that they have for people that are actually good at what they do and do their job, right? And so when I say playing dumb, I'm not saying, oh, playing dumb in the sense of like making, I don't know, kind of forgetting human stuff to occupy your mind for, oh God, I hate it here. Sorry. That's personal stuff. Um, to occupy your mind for more universe stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about playing dumb as far as like you don't see what's happening to other people and you don't see the harm in it and telling people just to kind of get over it, right? Because when you're in this universe, it's like there's a competitive edge to it, whether people want to admit it or not. There's a competitive edge to it. There's an edge of where people feel entitled to real world stuff and entitled to supernatural stuff and entitled to having access to people. And when someone maybe doesn't understand what they're capable of, but others people do, it's a very dangerous place to be put in, right? Both your personal life and your supernatural life. And I know I sound bizarre saying all this, but it's just the truth. And I feel like people don't like to say it out loud because they don't want to anger, you know, this this world or whatever, this universe world, if you want to call it that. But besides the people that are in the know of the universe and understand it and understand the politics of it, there's also another dynamic as far as like the universe. Once the universe knows you're in on it, they really do take. They take a lot, bro. They take away your freedom. They tell you, oh, be good, do this, do that. And for someone that's a strong spirit, that's like, r- and then that person finding out there's more to life than just paying bills and dying. And you're just telling that spirit just to lay low after you kind of introduce them to everything like I have, which I've explained in my previous videos. I had a influx of paranormal activity a few years ago. And since then, things have been very different, but things have mellowed out, I guess is the right word. But it's very like, it's almost like hide away until we need you, right? So it's almost like they restrict your life in so many ways and so many capabilities that you don't even know, right? And that other part of you that is that strong spirit, it like dies, right? Like, and it's depressed, right? Because it's thing. And then it feels like it, it feels like every time when you are in a situation that's supernatural, they just take again. If someone else is in whether you encounter a spirit or a mimic or another human that is also part of the human natural, it's like it's very train on you, upset you, you know what I mean? Because all this stuff and hide you away. And I don't know. I'm scared to say all this stuff because I know I'm saying this on the internet that anyone can listen to it. And people that don't understand the universe or have their own spiritual journey would probably be like, huh, what is she talking about? But it's like one of those things where I think the universe gets so scared of people that can do their job and can make a difference in their job that they're just gonna up and leave, and so they make it near impossible to do that, but in that sense, they also kind of traumatize, um, make them not have many options, make them not really have any friends, and again, once you waken up a spirit that might be a strong spirit, that's difficult for anyone to handle, right? That sudden change and adaption, and it's not like you can go and get mental health for it, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, it can be really lonely journey because you'll see other people, you can spot it online, and again, if you found this video, maybe that's the reason you're in this video, you've been seeing it online and seeing people might be experiencing similar things to you. Everyone has their own journey, and it's not, and people can say, like, "Why is she whining? This is great. I got everything I wanted," but not everyone gets the same things, right? And it's I don't know. I don't know. You know? All I know is probably the head guy that runs all this is probably, because I feel like the more spiritual you are, the more isolated you are, right? And then you feel like you're always doing something wrong, right? And it feels like you're always being punished, or you have to entertain someone, or you have to let people do something. And even if you know what they're doing, you have to just shut your mouth about it so they can continue on their journey, right? And there's been so many incidents with that, you know? And people don't really speak up for it, or they try and control you because you're a strong spirit, so you need controlling. And the worst part is like you just let them do it because it's not them that you're afraid of. It's it's the bigger picture, right? It's more like, okay, I'll roll my eyes and let you pretend you're tricking me, but you're not. I'm just shutting up because I'm sick of the shit. Anyway, I'll probably delete this one, and people that need to find it can. I hope my new followers, I got some new followers the last couple days. I hope I don't scare you off. I promise I'm perfectly sane. I just been through a lot in the spiritual world. And if you are finding these videos, you probably are interested in the spiritual world. And I like to keep it real with you because there's a lot of great things with the spiritual world. I just kind of got really culture shocked by them. And I didn't get, you know, I just got jumped in. And since then, my life has been kind of really controlled, it feels like. So, and not like in a good way. So, um, yeah, I don't know. Just if you're in the spiritual, just like try to understand your purpose is not to use everyone, and if you see an opportunity, you don't always have to take it because the opportunity will come back. And I guarantee you the universe looks at that too. It might just take a little longer. But anyway, that's what I'm going to say. Sorry again for my new people. I hope I didn't scare you off. But hopefully my next video will be fun. I just need to get together and have time to record it, and I just don't think I can do that this week. And honestly, I need time to be happy myself. So, yeah. Anyway, bye. Oh, and I forgot to say, stay curious and stay tuned into the supernatural. All right, bye bye for all this time.